All right, welcome back to another episode. It's January 6th right now at about 2 p.m. So today, basically, I've just been preparing because I'm traveling to Utah. My flight leaves around 7 o'clock and I'll get there around 11 o'clock their time. So pretty excited for that. It's nice and snowy there right now. So basically today I've just been cleaning up around the house, getting things ready to go, got a haircut, trying to pack soon. I still haven't packed, so have to kind of get on top of those things today. As well as a couple things for work before I leave. So, the nice thing about a long flight is that you have some time to do things that you maybe otherwise wouldn't. Like I can create maybe 20 shorts at once for CBD. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for like TikTok. So I can go and get that going today. I don't know. There's just a time to like just look into things that you usually wouldn't look into. So I'm actually looking forward to this flight. But yeah, so CBD's been going pretty well today. Obviously yesterday I told you guys what we did, and today is going well as well. Let me log in and actually give you guys an update on that. It's loading. Give me 1 minute. My internet wants to work. All right, cool. So, all right, nice. So yeah, we're at 7,500 in gross revenue today. I, as always, will put it right here. So let me screenshot that just really quickly. 7,300 in gross revenue today, about 800 bucks in profit. Pretty low margins today. That's like what, 10%, so, or maybe 11%. Usually we're going to be around 20. We're just trying to figure some things out. Sorry about my camera, but yeah, so not too bad. We're working on growing. My main focus while I'm in Utah, I'm going to be talking to my business partner about a couple different things. Of course, we're still working to reduce refunds, but I've talked about this on Twitter. I haven't talked about this here yet. So the reason our refunds are so high is, yeah, like it's high in general, but it's also very high because we're giving them out like candy basically on Halloween. So everybody that calls and asks for a refund gets one right now because we don't have the opportunity to risk a chargeback in any case at all. Because if we have a chargeback come through and our rates this month are higher than they were last month, which last month we were at 1%. And so if we can stay around 1%, we're good. We'll get an increase in January. But if we don't, then we're not getting an increase in January. So what we need to do is keep our rates down. And so this month we're sacrificing some profit margin just so that way next month we get our cap increase, we're good to go, we can run a lot more volume, and then we can start to address the refunds, change our SOPs for our customer support, and not give them out to every single customer who asks. But right now we have to, just because we literally can't afford to have more chargeback ratio, more chargebacks, which attributes to a larger chargeback ratio, which of course I've talked about this before, is very bad for your merchant account performance. So that's a big reason for our our refunds this month. And yeah, so in preparation for our Discord server as well, which is the affiliate server that we're creating for TikTok Organic, we're going to be filming a ton of different B-roll for the gummies and putting that in a Google Drive, getting everybody access who will join it in the future. It's not public yet, but when it is public, the people that join will be able to access all of our B-roll so that they can go ahead and create videos for organic on TikTok. So we have plenty of plans to take over this year. 2024 is going to be absolutely insane. And yeah, so really quick, I'm going to go ahead and get my suitcase ready to travel. And then after I'm ready to go, I'll record again and tell you guys what's up. So talk to you guys in a few minutes. All right, so I'm actually getting ready to head out to the airport right now. It's about 4:30. My flight's at 7:30, but because I'm flying with Levi, I want to get there a bit earlier than I usually would. There's times where I just pull up to the airport 30 minutes before the flight and hope for the best. But I guess that's the cons of flying public. Maybe one day gotta get a jet, right? That's the goal. But yeah, so I'm going to Utah, and it's always nice to travel because number one, you get a new feel, a new place, kind of new motivation sometimes depending on where you go. And when I started, that's like what I wanted to do. I'm just like super grateful to be in a position to where now I can travel and know that my business is making me money. Because when I started ecom, it was like I always saw everybody traveling around making money from their laptop, and it was such a cool thing. And now here I am, and I couldn't be more grateful for that because I literally am making money from the laptop while I travel and, you know, doing something that I love to do. So I am super, super happy that things have panned out that way. You know, like when I started, that was always the goal. And now here I am, and obviously the goals get bigger and bigger and bigger. I just talked about a jet, you know, one day, right? But I'm super, super excited to go and travel, and especially like to bring my dog with me. I got him registered as a service dog last year, so we did one flight together so far, actually from Utah to Florida. And now I'm taking him back to Utah so we can take him in the snow and, you know, let him run around. He's a husky, so it'll be nice for him. But yeah, going back to Utah is going to be pretty nostalgic for me, I think. I obviously have my girls there, and then my business partner and a couple friends of mine when I lived out there. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be nostalgic because literally, like, I lived there for 2 years, like I talked about, but I grew up in Jersey. I did not grow up in Utah. And so the story of how I got there is I was only supposed to be there for 3 months, and I booked a one-way flight just because I wanted to, you know, get out of the house, Airbnb for 3 months. I just turned 18, so I went there, and basically the Airbnb that I was in was not very nice. So I decided, it was literally a basement with like no windows, and I didn't know that because the pictures looked great. But after like a week there, I was just like, dude, I'm gonna be here for a while. So I just went and signed a lease at this apartment building and didn't look back. I told my mom, and my mom wasn't so happy about that, but yeah, so my first apartment was in Utah, booked a one-way flight, just super big risk, I guess. This is literally all as we're basically in debt because, well, we were $40,000 in debt because of a bad business management and, you know, stuff with our partner. So that happened, and I went to Utah, got my first apartment there. So it's gonna be nostalgic to kind of go back there. I'll see my old apartment complex and everything like that. So it's gonna be cool to kind of look back at where I was a couple years ago. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so that's literally how I moved out of my house. I booked a one-way flight, didn't like the Airbnb, so I signed a lease. And I guess that's kind of still somewhat of my personality. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, basically, let me just talk about CBD really quickly before I end this video off. We're at, I'll screenshot it. It's obviously only 4:30, so we'll probably hit like 10K today. But let me refresh this. All right, so today we've done 7,900-ish in revenue. And I'll obviously screenshot it, and I'll throw it right there as well. So let me screenshot this real quick. So 7,900 in revenue today, 4:30, probably hit like 10 to 12K. And yeah, so it's just crazy because, like I said, man, I'm able to travel, go do things, and make money online. So it's really nice. Like I'm super happy that I had that opportunity. And honestly, I just want you guys to know that it is possible that you can have that opportunity. It's just about like keep going, learn from your mistakes, and then just keep pushing on in hard times. But make sure that you're learning from those hard times. That's a big takeaway, right? So it is possible. You know, I know my life isn't super extravagant, but especially you could see that in these episodes. Like I do pretty much the same thing every day. I work out, and I'm dialed for the most part. But when I go travel, I'm going to go enjoy myself, have some nice time with my girl, some friends out there, and it should be an amazing time. So just apply yourselves and you guys can make it happen. But yeah, so 7,900 today. Thank you guys as always for watching. I'm super excited. I think we're about to hit 500 subscribers, so that's absolutely wild. But yeah, so comment if you have any questions for me or anything you want to talk about in the next video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So thank you as always for watching. Bye.